In a move that feels all too familiar to Arizona Cardinals fans, the team drafted yet another small but speedy wide receiver in the second round of the 2021 NFL Draft. And this has led many fans to wonder, is Rondale Moore the next Andy Isabella? And I'm here to tell you that the answer to that question is no. With the 49th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals selected wide receiver Rondale Moore out of Purdue. And although the Cardinals selected him in the second round, many evaluators considered Rondale Moore to be a first-round talent. Among the many things that set Rondale Moore apart are his elite physical characteristics. His measurables in terms of speed, acceleration, change of direction, explosiveness are all well into the 90th percentile and above. And the Cardinals expect him to make an immediate impact in the return game. Many evaluators have gushed about his dynamic ability with the ball in his hands. And despite the limited offense they ran at Purdue, he did show good ball skills and route running ability. But one of the things that takes his playmaking ability to the next level is that in addition to his speed and acceleration, Rondale Moore is remarkably strong, physical, and elusive. Now you might be thinking, well, Andy Isabella was supposed to be this amazing athlete, so I'm not convinced. Well, let's start by comparing Andy Isabella's pre-draft measurables to those of Rondale Moore. Now Isabella's a couple inches taller and does have a few pounds on Rondale Moore. Their speed is relatively comparable, though Moore did have a faster 40-yard dash time. But when we start looking at some of the other measurables, Rondale Moore leaves Andy Isabella in the dust. So while Andy Isabella's straight line speed might be in the same range as Rondale Moore's, and he's a little bit bigger, Rondale Moore's vertical jump of 42.5, which ranked in the 99th percentile, translates to Rondale Moore having a level of explosiveness and suddenness and burst that Andy Isabella just doesn't have. Rondale Moore's three-cone score of 6.68 seconds also eclipses that of Andy Isabella. And this drill speaks to a player's change of direction, their ability to stop and start on a dime. His 10-yard split of 1.5 seconds shows that he's really quick off the line. His 24 bench reps are also particularly impressive. What this all adds up to is that while Andy Isabella is really fast, Rondale Moore is far better in terms of change of direction, starting and stopping, all the things that help someone to be elusive and dynamic with the football in their hands. But Moore's suddenness matters for another reason that's important too. It's not just about evading people when you have the ball in your hands. It's also a matter of being able to get open so the quarterback can get the ball to you. One of the biggest knocks on Andy Isabella since he's been with the Cardinals, and one of the main reasons he hasn't made more of an impact, is because he struggles off the line. Defensive backs have been able to jam him at the line of scrimmage, making it hard for him to get into his route. This is something the Cardinals coaching staff has been working with Isabella on, but he continues to struggle to get off the line. Rondale Moore's suddenness, explosiveness, change of direction, and strength will help keep him from getting jammed at the line of scrimmage the way that Andy Isabella has throughout his time with the Cardinals. Let's look at how Rondale Moore's dynamic playmaking ability sets him apart from Andy Isabella on the field. When you look at Andy Isabella's highlights from college, you see a lot of plays like this. Isabella beating players with his pure speed, and that's certainly what the Cardinals liked about him. Now Rondale Moore is capable of this too. You'll see plays where he uses his speed to get away from defenders. But where you really start to see the difference is in plays where contact is involved. Here you see Andy Isabella make a nice catch, but then he's immediately tackled. But Rondale Moore is much harder to tackle. He rarely goes down at first contact, breaking tackles, using his strength to his advantage. Not all of Isabella's highlights were deep passes. There were some plays where he was able to work his way through traffic and make something happen with the ball in his hands. But when you look at these plays, you don't see a lot of wiggle. He's making it mostly happen with straight line speed and maybe an occasional juke to get someone caught off guard. But he doesn't make people miss the same way Rondale Moore does. When you watch Rondale Moore, you see a really dynamic combination of juke moves, jump cuts, speed, and in general dynamic ability to evade tacklers. But you also see a physicality that you don't see from Andy Isabella. Armed tacklers need not apply when it comes to Rondale Moore. This combination of speed, evasion, power, and all-around dynamic ability make Moore a next-level playmaker, and set him head and shoulders above Andy Isabella. So if Rondale Moore isn't the next Andy Isabella, to whom can we compare him? Many evaluators have said that his skill set and style of play resembles Steve Smith Sr., a small receiver who was known for his physical style of play and his ability to break tackles. And when you compare film of Steve Smith Sr. and Rondale Moore, you start to see those similarities. The playmaking ability, the ability to break tackles, the speed. Now, Rondale Moore isn't the same route runner that Steve Smith Sr. was, and that's something he's going to need to work on if he wants to get to the level of Steve Smith. But the tools are there, and it's something to be excited about. And when you compare the pre-draft measurables, Rondale Moore beats Steve Smith in every category except height and weight. So while he's a little bit smaller, he's faster, more explosive, has better change of direction, and is every bit as strong, if not stronger, than Steve Smith. As a Cardinals fan, I will tell you I am really excited about the selection of Rondale Moore. So, do you like the Rondale Moore pick? Do you think he's going to be a difference maker for this Arizona Cardinals team? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And while you're at it, please be sure to click like and subscribe to my channel for more content on the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on The Cardinal Rule.